Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Loretta, Part 3. In the crapshoot that is the end and beginning of chapters in this game, we did awful. When I started the game up, I was back in the car, back before we met the old man, Mr. Morgan. So we went through, basically it was like 10 minutes of the video. Now, I buzzed through it quickly because I didn't have to read it all, but I have no idea where checkpoints begin and end in this game, so we're just gonna pick up from here. I think this is pretty close to where we left off, and we'll just go from there. Okay, I forgot to mention, Walter had a daughter from his previous marriage. Well, that answers that question. Kelly. As she'd promised in her letter, Kelly came up with her boyfriend, Mickey. Now, I'd only met Kelly a couple of times. First time was when she was still a little girl. She was living with her mama somewhere in New Jersey. But then her mama succumbed to skeletal tuberculosis and passed away. Got no idea where Kelly found that joker Mickey. It was easy to tell from just a glance that he wasn't the sharpest tool in the shed. Now, Kelly was a fine enough girl, pretty as a peach. She had thick brown hair, big old doe eyes, a healthy tan, big hips, and a nice behind. Imagine the vulgarity of Mae West in a play with Karl Heinrich Ulrichs. I totally understand that reference. Mickey's actually short for Michelangelo. He's some Italian kid from Jersey. At just 23, or maybe 24 years old, he was big enough to fill a doorway. And I mean, he was huge. Black hair, all shiny with either grease or brilliantine. Brilliantine? Muscles bulging under his copper skin. I had no idea what he did for a living. I think maybe he served in the Navy before getting kicked out. Either way, didn't seem like things were going well for either of them. Like any young girl whose daddy walks out on the family, I think it's safe to assume Kelly despised her father. So why would a girl abandoned by her daddy drag her boyfriend across the country to see him? Folks on the outside looking in just wouldn't understand, but I did. Well, I knew right from the start. Where's Daddy? Since they were too tired from the road, I was able to stall them with a dumb lie. At that point, all they wanted was to bathe and get some sleep, so I used the time to get my story straight. Your father abandoned me too, hon. Gathered his belongings and took off like the wind. Plan was to appeal to the sympathy of a fellow woman by drawing comparisons to Kelly's mother and squeezing any drop of sentimentality out of her that I could. But I knew it was never going to work. To Kelly, I'll always be the bitch who ruined her parents' marriage. Heck, she probably blames me for her mother's passing, and I can't really fault her for that. Interesting. Kelly no likey Loretta. I put them up in the guest bedroom, in the room that Douglas Harris had once used separately from his wife. His granddaughter now slept, with Mickey. Not that they were actually sleeping. Out in the hallway, in the stillest of the night, I could hear Kelly breathing, along with her not-so-muffled sighs, the creaking of old floorboards and iron bed springs. I had long forgotten the warmth of human bodies, bouncing to the beat of Mickey's bestial momentum. Truth be told, I felt myself blushing something awful, until finally it all quiet down, and I tried to get some sleep. Awkward. Okay, I did see the save marker there. I saw the little swirl. That must be the autosave. I'm going to watch that like a hawk from now on. It is subtle, it is quick. That is gross. What is that? Oh, it's another one of the puzzles. So this one is not so complicated. Just like the first one, we just gotta kind of make it all go. There's a rat in that bottle. The rat in that bottle on that brain, I think, is what just happened. Anyways, we're outside. Zombies. Nailed it. What'd I say? Oh, good lord. Walter. Hi, honey. You don't look so good. I don't blame you, given the circumstances. Do you think I'm a monster? Listen, I need the combination for the safe, Walter. Say something. Come on, normally I can't get you to shut up. I mean, I couldn't. I wanted to tell you so much, you know? About what was tormenting me, burning me up on the inside. And now that you're finally quiet enough to listen, I don't know what to say. Kelly's here. Her boyfriend's pretty lousy, in my opinion. Just some loser. And a dumb one at that. But that's just my first impression. We know how deceiving those can be. Walter, you forgot. Oh, Walter said that. He said you forgot. He's a talking zombie. Look. There. In the basement. What do you mean? Walt? Nightmare. Nausea. Jean-Paul Sartre? Falling asleep's been a struggle recently, so I've taken to reading Walter's books. Don't matter which. They all send me to sleep right away. Did you see that? There was a spooky ghost. Hurricane. Is it hurricaning outside? It's raining again. Oh. I mean, that's not really... That doesn't mean it's a hurricane. Hey, damn rat. Puddle. A puddle. Looks like the roof's leaking. Fuse. What's it lying in the sink for? I hope it didn't get wet. Oh, if they like, okay, so she's obviously got some of her own personal demons that she's dealing with, but if there's like an actual supernatural element to this, I mean, I totally saw the ghost outside the window. I seen it. Should we go in here? It's risky. If there's like a supernatural element for real in this, then I'm even more all in. Enter. Lord, what's gotten into you, Loretta? Oh, what are you talking about? I mean, you're a murderer. Like, come on. Looks like the clock stopped. It's good. We do hate that thing. Not going anywhere. All right, just calm down. I'm just being thorough. Don't yell at me. Can't sleep? Me neither. She said to the moose head. Why are all the fuses in the sink? And why do we know we need one more? That'll do it. Okay. It's raining pitchforks and I'm wearing a nightie. It's raining pitchfork. I never heard that saying in my life. It ain't right. Apparently the lever moves the elevator, but it hasn't got any power. Methinks we're still maybe having a bit of a dream here. Okay, well we did that. We can't go in yet. Well, okay, hold on. Do we need 3 fuses or... Okay, we got it with 2. I'll be damned. Is this hell? Are we in hell? Good evening, madam. Evening. Are you alone? We all are. What's going on in there? Private soiree. Invitation only. May I see yours? I don't have an invitation. That's quite all right, miss. I think someone is expecting you. Expecting me? Who could that be? Why don't you come in and find out? Sounds tempting, but I don't think my dress suits the occasion. Come now, you look gorgeous, if I may be so bold. A cigarette, miss? It's Mrs., actually. And I quit a few years back Who am I kidding? That don't matter now. Just so you know, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. Whatever you say. Got a light? Loretta draws deeply on the cigarette. Forgot how much I enjoyed that. One shouldn't deny themselves pleasure. Don't disagree with you there. Pretty nice here. Getting a strange feeling, like I've been here before. Of course, madam. We only serve those with memberships here. If you don't mind me asking, what will you do about the girl and the degenerate? Beg your pardon? What has started should be finished, Loretta. Oh my god, are we gonna kill Kelly? If you were me, what would you do? I'm afraid I'm not you, madam. Each man is the architect of his own fate, but I am deeply convinced that you know what needs to be done. Of course I do. Anyone gonna pick up the phone? I believe it's for you. Hello? Still dreaming? What in the... Oh, this can't be happening. The wine bottle fell off the table. Its contents spread and seeped into the cracks of the floorboards like blood. I recognize this tune. I've heard it somewhere before. It sounds awful. Let's say we do something about it. Obituary. Vivian O'Hara was an ornithologist who dedicated her life to the study of beautiful creatures. Returning from an expedition to the island of Mauritius, Mrs. O'Hara tragically died in a car accident at the age of 40. The science community grieves and expresses their condolences to the relatives of the deceased. Scientists recognize not only Mrs. O'Hara's deep contribution to the development of ornithology, but appreciate her work as an experienced and talented educator and a wonderful writer. Mrs. O'Hara has written over 150 articles, books, monographs, and other publications. A funeral service is scheduled to take place. Okay. A light switch doesn't work. What else is going on here? Hold on. Okay. Check the cradle. Shh, honey, it's all right. Calm down. Here you go. Oh, they're chipping away. Whatever this is. I'll just keep doing this. Just mashing X. Our memory is selective. We only remember what we want to. There were rats in the cradle with the baby. No thank you. Swirly! I could quit now. Just kidding. We're not doing that. Skizzers. Is that... Oh, so fast. Did you see how fast that one was? That's not fair. That was good. I did it. That first one, I mean, that second one was flying. There's nothing I could do about that. Kelly and Mickey. Jeez. I see a cleaver. The next morning, I remember grinding meat. And Walter, who'd never lift a finger or do anything to help me around the house, Mr. Lazy himself, by some divine coincidence, had sharpened the kitchen knives. Kelly yawns. Morning, Lo. I think you mean good afternoon. Oh, come on, Ma. Hey, she called her Ma. Rough night? Why the long face? Oh, Mickey and me had a fight is all. What smells so good? I'm making some mincemeat. Gonna fix us up some dumplings. Oh, that'll hit the spot. Daddy always raves about your cooking. Mm-hmm. Can I help with anything? Nah, I'm almost done. Fair enough. I just make a mess of it anyway. Got any coffee? God, I die for a good cup of Joe. Be careful what you wish for. How about some chicory root? There's chicory root in the basement if you want. Chicka what? Chicka who? I think I'll pass. Thanks again. Suit yourself. Where's Mick? Oh, he's out in the backyard, trying to fix our car. Ah, so he is. Must be sweating up a storm, poor thing. But don't worry about him. He knows his way around a car. Regular grease monkey. Just a couple gals? Yeah, he certainly fixed you up real good last night, didn't he? Oh, mama. Quit being so jealous. Not my fault the old man hasn't taken a look under your hood in a while. Ooh, backfire. My pride. Where is he, by the way? I don't know, girl. What do you mean you don't know? Does he do this often? Disappear, I mean? The grinder crunches through a meat vein. Blech. Did you know your father's been seeing another woman? No, I didn't. Though I can't say I'm surprised, neither. Don't forget he left his first family, too. And he had a child. He had me. The meat squeaks and squelches in the grinder. Well, anyway. Listen, Lo, I've been meaning to ask. You used to work as a hairdresser, right? Mm-hmm. Don't suppose you could cut mine? If that's what you want. Sure thing, Kelly. I'll give you a good cut. God. I don't know. Oh, jeez. You got beautiful hair, all right. That seems the most innocent. Thank you. I got it from my mother. You have no idea how lush her hair was. Well, before the illness took her, anyway. I'm sorry about what happened to your mother. Did you ever meet her? Twice. But I didn't ever have the courage to look her in the eye. Laura, don't. It ain't like you haven't had it hard, too. Besides, Daddy helped us when he could. I don't think I could have paid for the funeral if it wasn't for you two. Well, you are his daughter. Let's move on, Laura. The past is in the past. What does Mickey do for a living? Oh, you know, Mickey isn't much of a working man. The road's what he's after. Doesn't do well with enclosed spaces. Like he can't sit still or something. So he's unemployed? Oh, no. Well, actually, yes. But he wants to be a racer. A bike racer, specifically. Why is that one red? And what do you want? We're not going to do the red one. Me? I just want everything to go right for a change. These past few years have been tough, you know. Looking after my mother was hard, and now I'm going to have a baby. Then I felt sick. Sick from the thoughts that had been spinning in my head all this time, and all the things I'd done, or came close to doing. Kelly's going to have a baby. Ignoring the fact that she and Mickey are basically children themselves. Would we have killed Kelly? They have their whole lives ahead of them. But for me, my die was cast the moment I stopped at that damn gas station. I had already been considering if I were able to sell the novel to Schaefer and then leave town, then maybe Kelly and Mickey could move in here. Maybe they'd be able to find a happiness here that Walter and I never could. You were right. We're almost done. And not even 15 minutes have gone by. Oh, nice. I love it. Well, hands always remember what they've done. Were you expecting anybody? Oh, I thought that was a dog. I think it was an old school car horn. I wasn't. Maybe it's Daddy. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute, like, hey, wait a minute. Not, wait a minute. Good afternoon. Afternoon? What's going on? Milk delivery, ma'am. This must be some mistake. Nope, that's impossible. But we don't get milk delivered here. You disappointed us, Loretta. Oh God, what's happening? Excuse me? You had such a promising start, only to let yourself balk to petty cowardice right at the finish line. I don't understand. Oh, but you do understand. You've done so much work, told so many lies, all for what? I ain't a murderer. I think Walter might have a thing or two to say about that. All right, Lo, time is running out, so listen carefully. Margaret will be here soon. Get rid of her. Pull yourself together, Loretta. This is your last chance, got it? Make sure Margaret forgets how to get here. For good. Otherwise, the consequences will be irreversible. But I don't know the combination. Yes, you do. Think. When did all start for Walter? And end for you? Remember what happened in New York. Well, ma'am, looks like I got the wrong address. Sorry about that. Hope you have a great day. That was super creepy. Hey, Laura, who was it? Loretta? You okay? Mrs. Harris? Yes, I'm fine. Just a little diz. Laura. So, man, I should go full murderer the rest of the way. Which means I probably should have chosen the scissors there. I don't know. It's kind of abstract. I'm not sure what to do with it. Back to rotating things. Oops. One of the stories did get turned into a screenplay starring Rita Hayworth, but that was more an exception than a rule. Walter did his best to put on a brave face, but there's no denying it bruised his ego. They didn't even put his name in the end credits. Oh man, I missed the first sentence. I thought we were just clicking on stuff again. We put a down payment on a luxury rental apartment on 12th Avenue. Walter was, well, not a communist, that's for sure, but he was at least a socialist in his beliefs. Not that I can really tell the difference, mind. It was pretty fashionable among writers and artists back then. As the daughter of a hard-working miner who died in a mine just the day before it was closed, I can't say I shared his leftist ideals. Don't mean I think that the Jews, Bolsheviks, or the Stalin feller pose any threat to the American way of life, but I still consider communism to be nothing more than a fiction fueled by intellectuals on the East Side who've hardly worked a day in their lives. All right. We argued from time to time. Walt called me, or rather, people who shared my way of thinking, you know, hypothetical people who probably exist somewhere, but basically myself personified for the purpose of his conversation, Philistines. Said the Philistines' paradise is an easily swayed construction that only needed a good rub for the blinkers to fall off. I'm going to be honest, I didn't understand any of what that just said. But the Philistines' paradise ain't so bad. We lived in it while we were in New York, in a way. We had a cozy rental apartment with an electric toaster, an electric iron, and one of those automatic lemon squeezers. Sure, we pay for it all in installments. So what? I can say one thing for sure. It was much better being in a boring, well-fed paradise than in some crumbling old barn with no central heating. Walter may have needed to hear the rustle of wheat for his inspiration. All I ever heard was the whispers of demons. What's up? I took her to bed. How's she looking? She seems alright, but I'm no doctor. She said it's the weather. You wanna head out? Oh, I don't know anymore. Maybe we shouldn't leave her alone, you know? Come on. She nearly broke her damn neck, Mick. But she didn't, did she? What else is there for us to do here? She gave me a haircut, though. She did? When'd you get that done? You wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't said nothing. Well, it's beautiful. Can we hit the road now? Fine, let's go. There's no way to turn back now, and there never will be. It's so noisy inside my head. My thoughts are all murky. No. Scattered, even. I don't want to think. I want to act. But it feels like there's a glass wall in front of me, and I'm going to break it. Oh. 24. More numbers. December 24th, day before Christmas. Do we have like a year? How could I have been so blind? December 24th, 1946. The day that divided my life into a before and after. That's the combination. 2446? 1946? The straw bull. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. John Milton, Paradise Lost. The manuscript. Or typescript, to be more precise. Straw bull. 200 pages of yellowed, strange-smelling paper. Inches of metal had been keeping me away from my destiny. And finally, I held the book in my hands. It wouldn't be a work of Walt's if it didn't include some pretentious epigraph from John Milton. I don't know this poem, but it's like I said before, I don't read much. A sharp knock on the door interrupted me from enjoying the moment. It was Margaret, right on time. Oh, Margaret, you are about to get dealt with. Sorry I was rude before. I would say higher, a couple notches beyond rude. It's okay. I can understand, I think. Thanks for the milk. Hope you choke on it. Ain't it funny how nothing's changed? Excuse me? This living room, I mean. The Harris house. Your house, I suppose. Might be a little dustier than before, but that's about it. Double-crossing bitch. Walter and I were friends when we were kids, We'd spend entire days here at Mrs. Harris's. Before Clarence passed away? Oh yeah, Loretta, long before that. But Clarence ended up being the best of us. So proud of him. His purple heart and his bronze star. Use them to open your favorite ginger ale. Were delivered with a letter from the president. Can you imagine? Okay, she's like thinking over what she's saying. I think I saw a rat out on the porch. Yeah, I ran out of poison. Margaret takes a sip of her milk. So who's the fetching young couple you're renting to? Well, that's Walter's daughter, Kelly, and her fiancé. Get out of town. I'd love to meet her. Tell them to make sure they come pay me a visit. So Walter still hasn't shown up. Well, you don't see him here, do you? The sheriff came and spoke to me, Loretta. Bill's a good man, but I ain't told him about our situation. Not yet, anyway. What do you want, Margaret? It's weird. This ain't like him. What about his novel? The manuscript's upstairs in his safe. He left it here? He told me they were sending him a check. What are you getting at? Is that why you decided to ruin my marriage? You ruined it yourself, Loretta. Walter's miserable around you. Don't you get it? You're the miserable one. Oh, here we go. What do you know about marriage? Now you're telling me he just up and left? Left me? Left his novel? Left his own daughter? He left her a long time ago, Margaret. You think you're the first? You ever ask what happened with Kelly's mother? Left to rot with tuberculosis. And Walter kindly paid for the funeral. Linda drank one too many of those radium drinks, you know that. You know why we moved then? Because he wanted to finish his book. Quit being such a fool. Walter's always been a coward. One small problem's enough to make him turn tail and run. I don't trust you, Loretta. Then get this through that ginger scalp of yours. Let's say you're right. Let's say this filthy lying ass is currently rotting in the well out in the yard. Rats slowly picking his bones clean and all that. A fate he'd totally deserve, by the way. Even if that were all true, it'd be your word against mine. Well, you may have just given it away. Walter, this place is freezing. Is it the room spinning or is it just me? Should have called it quits at that last vodka martini. Yeah, okay. The last 3 vodka martinis. The light's on in the bathroom. Loretta still up? I urgently need to take a leak. Oh, we're playing as Walter. Got a key. What a guy, huh? Spent your whole life trudging through bullshit just like the rest of them. But look at you now, standing in a tux, as crisp as a new dollar bill. Wish my folks could see me now. Hey, you in there? Let me in, would you? I really gotta go. Laura? Oh, for Christ's sakes. Loretta forgot to turn it off. Again. Must have been listening to one of her lousy radio plays. I really wish she'd pick up a book. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I meant to check wine first. Looks like Loretta had herself quite the party. What is going through that head of hers? Sure, I didn't invite her out. Is she offended? Someone's got to stay home and look after the baby. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're about to find out what happened to the baby, I think, then. It ain't in the right... I ain't in the right state of mind to be dialing anybody. Even if I wanted to. The lines wouldn't be operating at this time of night. Toaster. Oh, Walter, let's buy a toaster, Walter. Let's make breakfast like they do in France, Walter. $25. And what for? Where are my goddamn breakfasts? Probably gonna regret this. But Loretta ain't giving me any other options. He's gonna pee in the sink. Oh yeah, that's much better. How's calling at this time of night? Key from the writing desk. Key to your secrets. Forgot to buy tobacco again. 3:30. You're in hot water now, Walter. Ooh, it's early. A wedding ring. Put it on before you get into bed with Loretta. Oh. Alright. Hello? Oh, it's you. Yeah, I told you I would. I'm not whispering. Because it's 2 in the morning. Because my wife... What the fuck, Frank? Why are you calling me at my house? How'd you even get the call through at all? Oh, I'm not drunk. Yes, I hear you. I got it. Tell Wallace I have something even better. He's gonna love it. I just need a couple more weeks. I know, Frank, but 2 weeks aren't gonna hurt anybody. It's none of your business. How would they know? No, I haven't spoken to anyone. Are you trying to scare me? Don't try me, you fat fuck. I know what I'm doing. I gotta go. Don't call me here again. Think you're so clever, huh? Well, I've got other plans, Frank. Where'd I put those fucking matches? I need the number. Think, Walter, think. Bedroom. They'll be in the writing desk. I'm gonna bend you all over a bunch of greedy assholes. Alright. This must be the New York apartment, by the way, because this looks different. That's it. One call. No Wallace, no Chambers. No more dirty work. Only literature, honest to goodness literature. Suck it, Robert Penn Warren. But there'll be no turning back. These people are dangerous. Screw it. Dangerous or not, they're gonna make me rich. Dumb broad woke the baby up. Oh, you fat son of a... I told you not to call here, you fuck... Oh, honey. Sorry, I thought it was someone else. Yeah, everything's fine. I don't know if I like the breathing in my ears right now. I got home just fine. Are you okay? Can't sleep? Oh, yeah. Miss you too, baby doll. What? She's not asleep, no. No, I haven't told her. I don't know. Oh, it's an interesting soundtrack. When the time is right. When the time is right, okay? Go to bed, baby. Good night. I love you too. Bye. Okay, plug in the VCR. Alright. I don't know why that reminded me of the Family Guy skit, but it did. Loretta, are you out of your mind? Laura, you fall asleep in there? Open the door. Do you hear me? Open the door right now. God, Loretta, what have you done? What'd she do? Do be careful with the china. You're sick, Loretta. Maybe so, but I'll be sick and 30 grand richer. Then I'll be long gone. Oh, you hear that? That'll be an important call. From the publishing house, most likely. I'll be back in a moment. Should I kill the ginger bitch now? Maybe I should let her go. What can she really do? Run crying to Bill? She was probably rolling around with him, too. Who'd believe her? I won't be much more than a memory by the time anyone figures it out. Cuba? Tahiti? Hawaii? The world's gonna open up for you like you won't believe, Loretta. All you gotta do is make a choice. Aloha. Hello. Mrs. Harris? We accept the offer. One of our guys is already on his way to you. Mr. Fitzgerald. He'll be in touch when he's in town. Marvelous. Oh, and Mrs. Harris? Please accept our deepest condolences on behalf of the Atlantic press team. We are extremely concerned and hope Mr. Harris will return soon. When I finally hung up, Margaret was nowhere to be found. Must have gotten scared. Wish I hadn't wasted that chicory root. Wish I hadn't wasted my chicory root entertaining her. Either way, I had the manuscript. All I had to do was wait for Fitzgerald. But of course, something just had to go wrong. Something I never would have expected. On the edge of my seat. Keep going. God, that looks like a spot where it would end, but that's all right. We're gonna keep going. I did bad. I don't really know. Oh, we have to. Oh, okay. We got to keep the birds from the blood, because that's. Yep, that's what we need to do. Stop touching the blood. Oh my God, they just exploded into nothing. Stop. Over here, you birds. I've only got one left. This is stressful. I can't recognize their patterns. Quickly. Okay. I guess one is easier to take care of. Okay. Have they been flying in circles the whole time? Just all I need is one, I presume. It hasn't failed on me. Why did you go that high? This is hard. They're everywhere. Nope, stay here. Oh, come back, birds. Stay close. Come on, stay close. Stay close. And go. Oh, we got a bunch of them. Oh man, I just blasted a bunch on that. Okay, so even when it's off the screen, it's not doing me any favors. I think I want to be to the right. Shoot. Good. We're good? I think we're good. Oh, we lost one. Come on, birds. Okay, we got two still. I hope you want to go in there. Okay. All right. Whew, that was tough. It's like trying to control a screensaver. Did you say something? No. We're nearly there. I think I saw a dead bird on the road. Turn on the radio. Turn the radio on or something. I ain't picking up any stations around here. Be patient, we're almost there. Is that your hip flask rattling around over there? Walter ignores, and he keeps driving. You know we're on the highway, right, Walter? Yep, and not another car in sight. Relax, okay? Maybe I should drive for a while. No need. Like I said, we're almost there. Good, because I'm starting to get car sick from all the wheat fields. You and me both. What happens now? I don't like the "what are you thinking about" question, just in general. So, we gonna run a farm now like your folks did? Reckon there ain't much difference between cotton and wheat, huh? Please don't start. Then talk to me. How am I supposed to know what happens now? I don't have all the answers. You're not in the mood today, I get that. But moving out here should do you some good. It'll do us both some good. You know what? Maybe we should just sit in silence. You read my mind. Hand me that damn flask. Did I make it? Make it. Looks like that clock shut up for good. What a relief. I got no reason to leave the house. Not today. All right, we'll stay put. Didn't expect me to make it, did you? Bite me. Really? Again? I'm gonna sue that damn plumber. Well, let's go mess with it. I'm assuming one of these times something terrible's gonna happen. The noise is coming from the hole this time, but it's all boarded up. I can't pull them off with my bare hands. I think I saw an axe in the barn. Well, let's go to the barn. I guess we do have a reason to leave the house. We haven't actually been to the barn yet. Goddamn music. Why do they always gotta play the same melody over and over and over? Our first time in the barn. Not a lot going on in here. Found it. This'll do. Hope I don't get a splinter. We can go up. Cuckoo's nest. Johnny was born a healthy pink baby boy. We got a achievement for that, for finding the eggs. But over time, his skin started to get all these scabs that peel off like film. I didn't know what to do, and no one could tell me what was happening. We used to take a lot of baths. It was the only time Johnny calmed down and stopped crying. It soothed my heart, too. Walter didn't care. For him, it was a game. We were playing family. And he got bored real quick. He'd go to these secret political meetings, writers' evenings, school reunions. He'd never miss a chance to spend a night out of the house, leaving me and the baby all alone. Always. I ain't touching that. Don't want to upset Mama Bird. Alright. Worth it for the Chivo. I'm not an achievement hunter or anything, but hey, that doesn't mean I'm not happy when they pop. Oh, Lord. You scared me. What do you want? Hey, I'm talking to you. What are you staring at? Y'all shouldn't yell at old Jim Bob, ma'am. He's a mute. What do you want? There's a little problem. Would y'all go take a look? I don't have time for that. Alrighty, ma'am. We'll keep out of your hair. Come on, Jim Bob. Pair of hillbillies poking their noses around. Best put an end to that sooner rather than later. Are we just not going to talk about the gunshot? I don't know. I wonder what just happened. The sooner I start, the sooner I'll finish. What's inside? I can't see a thing. Sound of brakes. By the way, I'm really happy that I'm playing with headphones in, because the sounds that are coming through in the game are very unsettling. Sounds like a car's pulling up in the driveway. Saw this guy in the promotional material. He wipes his neck with a handkerchief. You got a very lovely house, ma'am. Wait, what? Isn't this the dude I blasted in the back with a shovel? Don't bother. I can't stand this place either. Is this Mr. Harris's house? His parents. Box ticket again. What'd you say? Nothing. Oh, okay. All right. So, okay. All right. Okay. So we checked the axe last time and it pushed the story forward. Ma'am, how long has Mr. Harris been gone for? Why don't you start off by telling me who it was that hired you? Of course. I work for a firm called Wallace and Partners. I represent the interests of Mr. Wallace, your husband, owes Mr. Wallace a substantial sum of money, ma'am. Did Mr. Harris mention anything about that to you? No, but I've heard about Wallace. And I know he used to be a criminal. You may be right. Okay, so we're having this conversation again with all of the information that we found out since the last time we had the conversation. But who can truly call themselves a saint in today's world? Mr. Wallace has paid back his debt to society and is now worthy enough to live in it. You know, he recently donated $30,000 for disabled war vets. Wallace gives away his money so easily, then what does he want with my husband? We don't have any money. You're wasting your time. You have to understand, ma'am, we wish Walter no harm. We're old friends of his. We want to help. Think about it. Would I really drive all the way across the country just to collect on some old debt? Mr. Wallace knows about Walter's money situation. You see, he was supposed to pass on a particular item to us, an item that belonged to us. What are you talking about? Did Walter ever happen to show you a box? A box? Yes. A wooden one with a lock on it? I don't know what you mean, mister. Why would he ever show me a box? Beads of sweat fall from Chambers' face onto his wrinkled shirt. Can I get you something to drink? Honestly, I was hoping you'd ask. The kitchen's just down the hall. So this is, yeah, there's a lot more context to this conversation now than the first time. An ugly stuffed animal. Yeah, I'm taking it off. Loretta sinks into judgmental silence. The moosehead said that, or thought that. Should we blast him with a shovel again, or what? Let me ask you, ma'am. Why did you move out here in the first place? Walter wanted to write his book. And did he? Yeah, he's working with a publishing house. With Mr. Schaefer. Yes, I know. Mighty interesting, isn't it? First you move from New York, and then Walter up and disappears. Maybe he was afraid you were coming. Maybe he was. Tell me, Mrs. Harris, where do you think your husband might be? Got any ideas? I mean, we did it last time. He's in the well. Begging your pardon? Oh, Jim Bob! Shit. That's right, he can't talk. We're fine. I took Chambers' car and put my foot on the gas. I was lucky he left his keys in the ignition. He also left something else in the glove box. Oh, poor Chambers. He didn't even think he'd need his revolver. I was racing down the highway as far as I could, and then I saw it. A furious dance with hundreds of birds whirling in the sky. They call it a murmuration. Didn't think I'd ever get to see it. Truly hypnotizing. Yeah, speaking of hypnotizing, can we diverge? Okay. I had nowhere to run. Not like I'd have enough gasoline anyway. Such a stupid, impulsive decision. I killed a stranger. And that dumb hillbilly saw me do it. Would he tell anyone? Not that it'd make a difference. Apparently, something, or thought I could be. It's going too fast. I'm so sorry it turned out this way, Walt. But you can't force a river to flow backwards. There's no gluing together a broken cup. I just couldn't remember. But then I understood. But I didn't really want to. Oh. Get up, Loretta. We've got a lot more work to do. No, please. I can't do it anymore. So that's it? You're done? Palm trees, pina coladas, young, tan-skinned boys are all still waiting within your reach. It's the middle of the century, after all. Concentration camps, nuclear holocaust? Who are they to judge you? High time you become a master of your own destiny. Now grow up. Get out from under their oppressive thumbs. Throw off the shackles. Who knows? Maybe you'll even write your own memoir someday. The world is your oyster, Loretta. Now come on and get up. We gotta keep going. I mean, it looks like I could end the game here if I wanted to. Let's get up. Keep this in mind. We're not the only ones looking for Walter. Okay, so this is what happens if we don't blast Chambers in the back with a shovel. There are other people out there who only want to cause him and his family harm. Staying at the Twin Oaks Motel. If Walter happens to show up, you be sure to call me. Here's my card. Your husband is in serious danger. You and I can help him together. Oaks. All right, and I think that's our save point. I saw the swirl. We're gonna go off of the swirl. Thank you guys for enjoying part 3 of Loretta. We could have ended things, but we weren't gonna do that. I gotta figure out more about what's happening here. So we'll see you guys soon for part 4. Have a good rest of your day if I don't talk to you again. Bye-bye.